Can McCaffrey do it again? I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams as they get set to square off against our home team. With that, we head across the Atlantic to London. Standing by with the call and maybe a little jet-lagged, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball.
Red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Garoppolo now. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Shaheen. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to it.
Ball in the red zone here. Defense in a pretty tough situation. 2nd and 2.
That's fine. Yeah. Zoom. 319. Zoom. 215.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns. 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Box it.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Hey, check 26. Look 58. Hey, check 26. Hurry up.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else.
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt.
Zoom. 319. 258.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go. Come on. Hurry up. Get reset. Hey, easy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Rodgers now to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Zoom. 319. 319. Shot.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyus Bowser. To get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Yeah, Liz.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown. So this offense has the football inside the red zone. And coming up, second down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Zoom, zoom. Shot.
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing. And
So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.
tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Rodgers now on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Zoom.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. He's going to rifle, and this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Zoom.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Rodgers throwing here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown L.A. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need... He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. They'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So now the offense takes over here at a crucial spot. Ball on their own side of the field. Tie game. Late 4th quarter, and they do have a pair of timeouts remaining. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This offense backed way up here in overtime. They'll need a big drive. But now worth remembering as well, from a defensive point of view, a safety would end this game too. And now back out comes the offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2.
We are going. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right. Hey, check 26.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Flush to his right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first...
Now we're getting to the good stuff here in overtime as this offense takes over. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Now McKinnon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
They run it with McKinnon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler Gostkowski. This to win it in overtime. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's McCannon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this offense on third down today, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he missed it. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive. This was an excellent affair to witness, Charles, but there's always that part of you in the pit of the stomach when some guy